USC San Jose State as a recap. Let's kind of get into that. That game was a little more interesting, I think, than people probably want to admit.
Well, I will agree with you. I did not get to catch much of this game because I was too involved in that Vandy game starting about 2 hours late with a lightning delay. But when I looked at the score on this, and I've said this, I've came on this show a million times when we talk USC and Lincoln Riley. The guy can't coach defense. I thought USC's defense was supposed to be great. I know this is first game of the season. I get all of that, but they still can't play any defense. I mean, this game was 21-21. It was close. I just don't understand when you're Lincoln Riley and the athletes USC has. I mean, they were supposed to compete with Washington and Utah this year for one of the best defenses. This game did not show it. I mean, here it is. God, I mean, 14-14. USC did obviously score a shit ton in the third quarter there, but they gave up 21 points to San Jose State in the first half almost, and it just looked like one of these games where, USC's going to, they're going to have to outscore you. And you look at the score 56-28. Okay, it was a blowout, but I just don't. If you want to be great, Christian, which I think everybody's expecting USC to be great this year, and Caleb Williams, if you want to beat the Georgias of the world in the playoffs, if you can make it, or play, they're going to have to go through Oregon, Washington, Utah, Oregon State, UCLA this year. Some of those schools, you're going to have to play some better defense than this against a San Jose State team.
Dude, I agree. I mean, there was some rust there against a team, in San Jose State, right? I get it. They're kind of a good team for what they do, but still, man, I mean, you look at that game going into halftime, it was 21-14 USC.
It was 20.
That was a lot closer than a lot of people would probably have liked. And kind of like you said, I mean, this is the Lincoln Riley special right here.
Yep.
Right. This sets up to me where they come in, they got all the pieces that you'd want, right? They got some transfer players in from the portal to reload and reshuffle. You got a really talented quarterback in Caleb Williams. But to me, Chris, what's different than when he was at Oklahoma, right? I mean, even at Oklahoma, they still lost 1 or 2 games a year that they shouldn't. I mean, he's a 10-11 win guy. He'll get you to the playoffs, but the guy can't close, dude. I mean, that's the thing. He can't close at the biggest level and the biggest stage of the game. For me, the good thing for USC is, with their schedule, it's very backloaded. So they've got a chance to kind of get all these pieces in, get them to hopefully get this stuff figured out, and then they're going on to play a rough stretch. If they continue playing like this, though, dude, it might be they could lose 2 or 3 games. I know a lot of people, a lot of USC fans in particular, don't want to hear that. A lot of people are picking them to win the national championship this year. That's the defense we're going to be bringing to the table. And I'm not trying to hit the panic button yet. I just know Lincoln Riley is a coach. He hasn't proven to me on that side of the ball that he can really step up yet. And he's had some good players. I don't know. I think to me this is it's a little more cause for panic than it is anything else, right? I want to see them make those strides going forward in the year and see how that translates.
Yeah, I think you hit the nail on the head there. Like I said, I'm not hitting the panic button either. But if you're a USC fan, you got to be a little bit concerned after that game with your defense. Not your offense, not Caleb Williams. He played great, but defensively, you know what I mean? Just,
yeah,
you can't be giving up those kind of points to, like I said, I mean, a team, nothing against San Jose State, but I mean, let's be honest here. It's one of these deals where, he needs to shit or get off the pot here on the defense side of the ball. Like, either bring a goddamn coordinator in that knows what he's doing, because they did go out in the transfer portal. They brought a ton of guys in for that defense. But if you're not going to sit there and these games against Oregon, who they're going to have to play, and Washington, some of these other teams, this is why Utah's beaten them they beat them twice last year. I mean, they're personally with me, I think their defense is soft. And you know who else I think is soft? Ohio State defense. They kind of remind me, Ryan Day and Lincoln Riley are a lot alike to me. Sorry, Ohio State, man. How you doing today?